Do you think the children met those three criteria? Do we think that happened?
No.
No. Okay? But yeah, we continue to punish them. Let's also think about some other legal concepts in the U.S. law that people forget about. There is a concept called, there's a statute of limitation on some crimes that are pretty serious. Why is there no statute of limitation on having a dream, wanting to feed your children, wanting to have a better education? Guess what? There was a statute of limitation back in 1986. But we are refusing to extend that today. Why? Another legal concept, squatters' rights. Guess what? If you go and break a law, and you're there long enough, and you are now part of the status quo, you did something with something that nobody else wanted, you made something with something, guess what? There is that concept in the U.S. We have precedent, legal precedent for these type of issues. When we were at the hearing in Gainesville, I see a lot of people here. We heard someone say, they broke the law, they broke the law, they broke the law, and that's all she could get into her head. There's no analysis, there's no perspective, there's no thought. That's not what the U.S. is about. Also, there is no policy, there is no good policy that doesn't have cost to it. We in the United States have this innocent until proven guilty. We know that taking that approach means that there will be guilty people running free. But we are willing to pay that price so that an innocent person does not spend time in jail. Let's think about the other concepts, and let's make sure that we are applying them intelligently in all of our policies. So, class number 1 was history, class number 2 was legal. And I will end with a quote from a fellow Minnesotan. I grew up in Minnesota, Hubert H. Humphrey. In the 1948 Democratic Convention, the National Convention, he was fighting for civil rights. And he said to the southern states, guess where we are, but no coincidence, he said, get out of the darkness of state rights and walk forthrightly into the bright sunshine of human rights. That is what's happening. That is what's happening right now. If you hear the legislatures, and I know a lot of you aren't at the Capitol, you don't have the time, I know you've got the interest, I know you want to be there, you don't know where to get the resources, you don't have that information. I'm lucky enough to know people like Larry Pellegrini. He educates me on all these issues. But if you hear what the legislatures are saying, it is about state rights. They are protecting the rights of Georgians, even though immigration is a federal issue. Let's continue to make this a federal issue. Let's let the government address this at the federal level so that our legislatures can focus on improving our education. Okay? Let me leave you with another thought. When I was at one of the hearings, one of the senior senators said, there's no point in us investing in these illegal children because they won't be eligible to work when they graduate. And the first thought that came to my mind was like, you know who's next? All the stay-at-home moms and all the stay-at-home dads. Because if you're not contributing to society, then why are we helping you with your education? Let's follow that logic. Follow the money and follow the logic. If the logic stops, red flag. There's something going on there. When he said that, I'm thinking, really? I know a lot of wonderful stay-at-home moms that are contributing. What, are you going to go after them and say, yeah, you know what? You're a woman. More than likely, you're not going to go to work, so we're not going to help you. Okay, let me give you another thought, because I'm on a roll. One more, and then I'll let you go. Oh, darn, I lost it. It's coming back. Well, geez, I was on a roll. If I think about it, I'll mention. Oh, I know. Let me go back to my legal class. In 1980, the Supreme Court ruled that children, regardless of their legal status, had a right to an education. Period, end of story. Children have rights. Do we really need the Supreme Court to